best way that I could describe this dish is to think Texas chili con queso dip, meets macaroni, meets a crunchy topping, all garnished with crispy bacon bits. Is this a traditional mac and cheese recipe? It sure is not, but it is a fun, spicy take on the dish when we're wanting just a little bit more of a kick. So if you want to impress some guests, or if you just love an easy Tex-Mex inspired recipe, this dish is for you. Let's start with grating some sharp white cheddar. Always remember to use cheese you grated yourself. We are going to coat that in some cornstarch, which will help keep our sauce stable, as well as prevent any lumps. Put that to the side and start cooking your pasta. Any short pasta you like will work. I'm just using some cavatappi. While my noodles are cooking, I like to work on my sauce. I'm going to saute some green onions and garlic in melted butter, along with a healthy pinch of salt, on medium-high heat. I will also add some chipotle powder, cumin, and cayenne if you like a little extra heat. As I stir this around, this is going to wake up my spices and take off that raw bite from the onion and garlic. I will stir that all for about a minute or two, and then I add a 7-ounce can of Hatch green chilies, along with 1 diced seeded tomato. I let that all cook together for another minute or two, and then I add some evaporated milk. Note that that is unsweetened evaporated milk. Now I am just going to crank up my heat to high until that all comes to a boil. Once I see my evaporated milk start to boil, I immediately shut off my heat and give that a stir before adding in the grated cheese. After that is melted, I also toss in a little bit of mozzarella. This is going to add some gorgeous stretchiness to our sauce. I recommend adding mozzarella because it gives those beloved cheese pulls we are all so obsessed with. And remember, this is all being done with no heat. Next, I just stir in my cooked pasta, and then find a casserole dish that I want to present this in. Some people might like to bake this at the end, which you probably could do, but personally that is just too many steps for me. So I have my own way of topping this all and adding some crunch. I have some crumbled crackers. You could also use other things, like buttery toasted breadcrumbs, potato chips, or anything that makes for a golden, crispy topping. I also like to top this with some bacon, but you could also add something fun, like seasoned ground beef, pulled pork, or maybe even some chorizo. The more creative you are with your toppings, the more extra points you get. And finally, for some color, I just add a little bit of sliced green onion. And that right there is just pure cowboy heaven. Don't get me wrong, I love a classic pot of mac and cheese. But I also love this dish just in a different way. It has that dash of spice and heat that makes the palate sing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see me cook in my next recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.